RFK might have just saved Greg Gutfeld's life. He goes over a study. This is about obesity. Everyone in America struggles with obesity. You're either obese or even if you're trim like me, you're always working on your weight to stay healthy. I'm John Mike Keene.
But I'm always suspect when a drug ends up getting more than one usage. It's like now it's got 7 usages. Is this going to help make America healthy again?
No, this is, I saw this headline yesterday, and I need to look at the methodology of that study because I don't believe it. The EU is right now investigating Ozempic for suicidal ideation. So.
Yeah. Ooh. Okay. So this is about Ozempic, where they're saying it's in these trials, it's being used for these other functions. And the bigger question is, do you just take a pill? Because RFK Jr. has a different solution to save people's lives.
But, it may be that the drug, because it suppresses all the reward pathways, so it makes you want to do everything less. And
in a country where we want to do everything more, and this is a pill that makes everyone want to do everything less, I do not like using medicine to, I just don't like it. I maybe take one vitamin. And that's it. And otherwise, all the health needs to come from diet and exercise.
And that may be part of the answer for this. But the idea that a drug is going to cure drug addiction or alcoholism, we're spending $1,600 a month on this drug. There's a bill right now before Congress that will make it available to everybody who's overweight, which is 74% of the American population.
And that spells trouble if they make this available, especially if it's government funded. And this is where RFK Jr. is against the pharmaceuticals and makes him, this is a brilliant, odd guy. I didn't see a need for him, but I see a need for him now with Make America Healthy Again.
That alone will cost $3 trillion a year. If we spent about 1/5 of that giving good food, 3 meals a day to every man, woman, and child in our country, we could solve the obesity and diabetes epidemic overnight. A tiny fraction of the cost.
I'll let you guys in the chat help me figure that one out. Is he proposing that the government feed everyone 3 healthy meals a day? It would be cheaper probably than giving them this prescription, but I'm unclear on how we get the 3 healthy meals a day, because I agree that'd be a good thing. I don't know if it's good that the government does it.
Oh, they're trying to sell this. There's a huge push to sell this to the American public. And, it's now the biggest company in Europe, but they're not marketing it in Europe.
And that should tell you something about Ozempic. They don't push it in Europe to solve their obesity problems. They push it everywhere else.
They make this drug in Denmark, and in Denmark, they do not recommend it for diabetes or for obesity. They recommend dietary and behavioral changes.
And that's your first line of defense. That would save many of your lives. If you're struggling with obesity, of course, exercise, dietary changes of 3 healthy meals a day, and stay away from processed foods. As I just now did a video on me going to McDonald's.
In our country, they're counting on selling it to Americans because we're so stupid and so addicted to drugs.
Now, that's true as a whole. I don't know about us being stupid, but certainly us being the go-to, being too many pharmaceuticals, too much of that kind of medicine. And I just feel bad. Like I always think of what did people do 5,000 years ago? And I'm not talking about the ones where the average person would only live to be 48 years old. But are you telling me those people didn't eat more fresh foods? Of course they did, and they had a healthier lifestyle. You're telling me those people didn't exercise more than we do as far as getting up and walking around? They didn't have cars. Of course they were more active and mobile. And that seems to be what our bodies are built like. I'm sitting in a chair all day editing these videos, and it's hard on my legs. I can feel it, like this vein thrombosis in the back of my left leg. If I don't get up and walk around, I'm not built to be in a chair all day at this age. We need to work on our health. That's my message to all of you. If we follow what RFK Jr. says, I believe he could save millions of American lives just by helping make us healthy again. I'm John Mike Keene.